Alright, this video is about me trying to walk the National Trail of Israel. It's about 600 miles. I fly out today, so I thought I'd show you what's in the backpack to maybe help you with some of your adventures. I'll try to go pretty quickly. I don't have much time before I leave. This is a backpack. It's just got nets on the outside, which I love to throw wet things in. I had this made for me. It's actually made out of Cuban fiber. It weighs about 10 ounces. I carry just small toilet paper. Usually I don't start with toilet paper, but I'm getting old and lazy. But I'll refill in a gas station, restaurant, hotel, things like that as I go along the trip. Soap, I usually send an empty bottle of soap and then fill it up again in a gas station. Anywhere there's liquid soap. I usually don't take liquid soap on the airplanes. A luxury item I always take are sunglasses. You'll see me wear these constantly. And then another kind of wasted weight, because I'm always wearing them, is a sleeve just to keep them. The sunglasses I'm getting scarred up. They are pretty scarred already, so this may be the last trip before the lens gets replaced. One of the things that I'll use constantly are these shoes. Again, I've tried to get away from shoes. I've worn sandals, things like that. I don't wear socks with these, but I will carry a pair of socks. I bicycled across Canada this summer in July. I spent 30 days bicycling from Vancouver to Toronto in these, so they seem to work. So we'll see how they do in walking. I gotta walk about 600 miles in them, so 500 miles is about all you have on a pair of shoes. So if they'll go 600, that's great. I seriously doubt it, but we'll see. These are from Cross Kicks. This is the second version they gave me. The first ones did tear. I stitched those together and was still able to cycle from Vancouver to Toronto in them. As far as identification, passport, and then I just use a rubber band to carry credit cards, debit cards, and cash with me. So that's it as far as my personal items. I wasn't going to carry this. I wasn't sure because technology is so advanced now. But this is from the Red Book. A lot of people call it the Red Book. It's the only book in English that I know that has the National Trail of Israel on it. So I just cut out the pages. I'm not sure how many. It's maybe 16 pages. And I can throw them away, but it still has great notes. To me, the trail is well developed, meaning it's going through towns, like the first 2/3 of it, and then the last section, I think is like 200 miles of desert. Just to let everyone know, if you don't know about me, you can't really see it in the background, but there we go, maybe that's a little better. I've walked the Appalachian Trail, Pacific Coast Trail, bicycled across the U.S., down to Panama, and then bicycled from Colombia down to Santiago. I bicycled across Europe from Spain to Greece. I bicycled Australia, Perth to Sydney, and then you can see in the background I've walked New Zealand, and I've done climbed Aconcagua, and I've done some smaller trails. So I do have a little bit of experience, but maybe that'll help you to see where I'm coming from, that I've done a little bit, and I'm maybe not totally crazy for the items I take, but you can take whatever you want to take. You can watch other videos on the gear I take for bicycling. This is just the gear I thought I'd take to walk Israel, and we'll see how well it works. So I told you kind of about the personal information. Another small thing is hygiene. This is, besides the toilet paper, the soap, toothbrush, and toothpaste, this is all I take. And I had to cut this one because in the store they didn't have the two-piece one, the one I usually take. So that's it for hygiene. I don't take sunscreen. Again, Israel's well-developed country, so if I need to buy something like that, I don't ever wear bug spray. So if I need to find a solution, I'll find a solution there. I'm not going to carry it and then and never have to use it. So Sun protection, I have a hat that I haven't worn. I wore it last, I think, on the PCT. So it's a lightweight hat. It should get down to 50 degrees Fahrenheit, maybe 40 degrees. I don't think it'll get 30 degrees, but this is a beanie to keep me warm at night. Ever since Thermarest brought out the Neo Air, I started carrying it. I think this is like third or fourth generation. This one seems heavier than the other longs in the Neo Air, but it actually seems longer, but again, I haven't taken time. And sorry, I kind of jumped over. So prepping for this one, I haven't really done anything. So it's November and July of this year, I bicycled across Canada, and then at the beginning of this year in January, I bicycled from Ecuador down to Santiago. So I haven't done any walking in a couple years, so I'm interested to see. But the only training I did was a couple days ago. I walked 11 miles, and then I walked 18 miles the next day, and that's it. So I'm pretty much going to get on the plane and just slowly go and see if I still enjoy walking. Sleeping bag, this is something I don't know that I'd ever tell anyone. So I'm surprised that I did it. These two sleeping bags are from Survive Outdoor Longer, and I was given this gift. I was given this bag as a gift. It's called the Escape Bivy, and I took it down to South America where it rained a lot, and actually used it with my insulated bag, and I really found myself using it. I really enjoyed the next to skin comfort. And then this isn't quite waterproof, so this is basically an emergency plastic bag, like those Mylar bags. It's just a fancy version of it. But these are reasonably cheap. I'm going to put these two together, and I'm not carrying a tent. So this is going to be basically my bivy if it rains. I was thinking it wasn't going to rain, maybe 10 days of rain, but I've looked at the weather forecast, and it was like it's raining this whole week in Israel. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm not taking a tent. I usually carry a Cuban fiber tent that you can check out on other videos. From other trips, you can see other pictures and stuff. But this is my sleeping bag sleeping system. It's just two sleeping bags put together. One of them is basically an emergency blanket, and another one's like a liner, what you would consider a liner. All right, trying to get through quickly. This is total luxury item. It's basically a long sleeve shirt, wind jacket. It's not waterproof or anything. I've had it for decades, and I just like the way it feels. I don't necessarily need to take it, but I'm lazy and I'm gonna take it. Electronics wise, my phone, which is recording a video, that's my only camera, my navigation map. Battery, a power bank, battery bank. I'm only gonna take one of these. So this is my old one that I've always taken, and it's been around for probably 5 years now. But I want to take this one, but the problem is, supposedly on airlines, you're only allowed to take 100 watt hours. It's like 121. This one's like 82 watt hours. So I think I'm going to take this one. I have, like I said, just a few hours to decide, and if they take it from me, I'll have to buy some kind of power bank in Israel. It's not good. But this one I really see could be useful. These things are ridiculously heavy. So, but of course, our phone is just in our lives now, and this bigger bank will be nicer. Sorry about that. A charger. Hopefully this will work in Israel. If not, I'll have to buy another one. It's got 2 USB ports. My phone charger, and then a cord for the power bank. And then I put them all in a waterproof bag. Oh, sorry. Hygiene. I did guys tell you. So again, another luxury items, you definitely don't have to take this. I take a small pair of scissors, tweezers, and fingernail clippers. And then this crazy item in this bag is a hair trimmer. So I use it for shaving my face, shaving my hair. It also has the battery. Total luxury item. I think this thing weighs probably 10, 12 ounces. It's crazy to take, but I find it saves me money. And last but not least, my rain jacket. This is from Compass 360 Gear. I use them on all my trips. They have a couple different models, but again, I'll talk more in length. But I love this model because next to skin is just nice. So I only have this t-shirt and the shorts I'm wearing. And then I'll wash these in the shower. And if I ever wash them in a washing machine, I'll have to wear my rain gear as my other clothes. This is all I take. So it's just rain gear, one shirt and short that I'll wear the entire 600-mile trip, and then the items that I told you before. If you want to keep up with me, probably the best way is to follow on Instagram, Facebook. I'll put a link down in the video notes. But comment and I'll try to make another video if you need to try to help you with your adventure or answer one of your questions.